Like, you know, the shape of the chicken breast when it's cooked, it's like all just like thick and I don't know, it's just awkward. Hey there, welcome to the show. This is How to Make Dinner and I'm Paula. And today we are making a pounded out butterflied chicken breast. So I don't do a lot of meat on How to Make Dinner. I just kind of noticed that the other day. It's a bit weird. I didn't really realize that, but yeah, there's not a ton of meat, and there's especially not a ton of chicken breast because I've never really thought of chicken breast as being the most delicious cut of meat you can get, or poultry, whatever. So I do a lot of chicken thighs because they're so juicy and fatty and good, but there is one way that I do really like to have chicken breast, and that is when it's been butterflied open and pounded out so that it's really nice and even, and you can just do a lot better stuff with it that way. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So I have one chicken breast. I've taken off this little tender just because it kind of gets in the way. I'll cook it and eat it. It's perfect for like a stir fry or for chicken strips. If you have a bunch of them, you can just make quick chicken strips. And then what I'm going to do is find the kind of uglier side of the breast, if you will. And what I want to do is kind of try and slice it in half and open it up. So, and I'm using parchment paper so that it's easier cleanup. And it's a little bit of a skill. You kind of need to keep your eye on things. You don't want to cut all the way through. But it also doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to fix a lot of your mistakes when you go to pound it out. So I'm just using, maybe I'll turn it this way. I'm using a fillet knife, which is the best knife I have for this job. You could totally use like a smaller utility knife. You could even use a paring knife or even a chef's knife. I just like this one. So when I've got it to almost all the way open, it's kind of a flatter piece now. And I didn't cut all the way through. I basically opened it up like a book. And then the rest of the job I'm just going to do with the pounding. So I'll just put this knife away. You don't need to know that. And then I just take the parchment paper, fold it over. And you can use saran wrap, but actually parchment paper works really, really well. And then I don't have a meat mallet, but I do have a small saute pan. So I just use that. And I hope my neighbors downstairs aren't trying to have a nap. So it's just making it really nice and even all the way through. Ooh, yeah, it's getting good. So at this point, you can kind of flatten it out as much as you want. If you want it to be really thin, go for it. If you just want it to be even, you can stop now. I'm going to pound a couple more times. And if you kind of drag the pan out, or whatever you're pounding with, it kind of helps to spread the meat a bit more without tearing it too much. Okay, so now it's nice and flat and even. I'm into this. Okay, so from here you can do whatever kind of flavorings or marinades you want. I'm pretty simple when it comes to this stuff, so I'm just going with salt and olive oil. Also, when you cook something in a very hot pan or on a grill, you have to be aware of burning. So like if I wanted to put a bunch of garlic on this or something, like it's very likely the garlic would burn because I'm about to put it in a really ripping hot cast iron pan. So I'm just going super simple and just doing quite a bit of salt and olive oil. Even pepper, I actually find pepper kind of burns sometimes and it gives me a little, I'm not a huge fan of the flavor when pepper goes into a really hot pan. It's just me. So I'm gonna put it the prettier side down into a very hot cast iron pan. Perfect. And I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to just clean up. So we've been cooking this chicken breast. I haven't touched it, I haven't moved it. It's been on for about 4 minutes or so. And this is one of the best things about cooking chicken this way is it's so much thinner, so it takes way less time to cook. Like a chicken breast without being butterflied is so thick that it takes so long to cook it at the thickest part. And then, you know, that little skinny end is all dry and it's just a nightmare. So it's been about 4 minutes. I'm gonna flip it and I'm gonna hope it's got some good color underneath. Oh yeah. So this is perfect way to cook chicken on the grill as well. We were actually thinking about doing the grill, but changed our mind. Yeah, it'll take about 3 minutes on this side. You can use a meat thermometer if you want. If you're not confident, it should be at least 165 for it to be cooked through. And if you want a meat thermometer recommendation, these guys do not sponsor me, of course, but the Thermo Pop is my favorite thermometer ever because the tip of it is very thin. So you can poke it into anything and it doesn't like, it's not like boring a giant hole like those knitting needle size thermometers you can get. So that's just, it was a good investment. It was about 50 bucks and I'm happy with it. Maybe I'll use it. Yeah, so this is like 160 already. It's been about 2-3 minutes. So while that finishes up, I've just got a mini little salad that I've tossed together. Just some arugula, a little bit of fresh dill, and some cherry tomatoes. And I've got a little dressing that's just garlic, lemon, and Dijon. Actually, I'll use a spoon. Just for a little fresh business to put on top. I always make fresh salad dressing and keep it in a jar in the fridge. So good to have on hand. I feel like if you have a good sauce or a good dressing, that's like dinner's almost done because you just need to find something to dump it on. Okay, I'm gonna call this done now. And you should wait a few minutes before you eat it. And this is, of course, some good, really good drippings in here too. If you wanted to, you could salvage those. I might salvage them for something else later. And here it is. So I'm just gonna dump this salad-y mixture on top. And that's a pretty nice little summer dinner. You can also pour more of this dressing on because that'll be like, instead of marinating the chicken, that's a really nice kind of sauce for the chicken. Yeah. And that's it. Should I have a bite? Seems like, oh, you know what? A few cracks of pepper too. Okay, I'll have a bite. Twist my arm. Somehow chicken comes out more tender this way too. I think it's because it just has less time, less cook time overall. So I'll just grab a bit of this salad, traipse it around in this dressing. This is a perfect summer dinner. On the grill or inside, I'm happy. So I hope you make this and let me know how it turns out. Thanks for watching. I'm here every Wednesday. So if you're into easy dinners, I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel and let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I'll see you next week. This is good. I can't wait for you to have a bite.
The dill.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, okay.